Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Sid Meier's Civilization 6 in our Glory of Rome series. We are nearing the very apex of the series, the end of the series. We already have a considerable advantage over all other civilizations. We are destroying everyone in the culture game. There's no one else even close. We are vastly ahead of everyone else in the science game. We're just like 1 or 2 turns away from getting the science victory if we wanted to. I'm considering going for a domination victory just for fun. That wasn't part of the original plan. We do still have to achieve one of the original series goals, which is to take a little bit more land in this area, just to say that we fully control the areas that were owned by ancient Rome, and then we'll be good. So we need to control basically these 3 cities in order to have that territory in our control. So we're going to go to war with Russia. And we're going to go to war with Sumer. The question is which one first. We were talking about that at the end of the last episode. And I think I might go to war with Sumer first just because. And we have some nukes as well, so we have the ability to do a lot of damage to them and make fun things happen. We can go ahead and hit Puerto pretty hard, and that way it's their strongest city would fall pretty rapidly to us. The only issue is the nuclear fallout from Puerto would... from nuking Puerto would endanger some of my units, and I don't know that I want to do that. We'll see. We'll see what we do. Russia has launched. Oh, wow. Good for you, Russia. That wasn't expected. So Russia actually has just made progress towards the science victory as well. The only other civilization that's even beginning to threaten is Australia, and that's because he's down here kind of out of the way doing his thing. Makes perfect sense, really. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, we need to hit Puerto pretty hard, and I don't know that I want to nuke it, per se. But if I did do anything to it, I need to get in here pretty quickly. Let's get this destroyer in position. Missile cruiser armada, nuclear submarine. Yeah, it's going to be Sumer. We just need to get these units in position, and we will attack them next. We'll attack Sumer next turn. Icosium. Let's do another builder. We're still building new cities. We need to keep just sending ridiculous numbers of builders out there at that direction. So no reason not to, continue that tradition, so to speak. Let's go ahead and get an industrial zone built in Cartagena. Looks like a good spot would be right there. Broadcast center might be a good idea in Sindom. How about an archaeological museum in Senetia, followed by an armory, followed by a new archaeologist. We're training a few of those, so we will be able to get even more cultural supremacy over everyone else by stealing their culture, basically. Let's be honest, that's really what we're doing. All right, resume that trade route. Mostly just, yeah, these routes need to just repeat. Now, this stone is not a range of any cities. But those trees are. Okay, this settler I would like to bring to America, and we're going to settle up here. Louisium does not have any roads leading to it yet. That's disturbing. If we can move a trader out to Louisium, I will do that. I didn't notice that. I thought Louisium already had roads, but it does not. It definitely does not. That's annoying. Was not expecting that at all. Okay, now you are... Alright, you definitely need to be in that area. Alright, and this builder... I guess what we'll do with this builder is leave them in the area and put them to sleep. Same with the one in Sindom. This is a brand new one that just finished. Because when we finish attacking Sumer, it's going to be advantageous to have a builder in the area. Religious spread eliminates 75% of existing pressure from other religions in the target city. Relic is created if this apostle dies in theological combat. All right, so I could actually use... Well, you know what? Rather than using that apostle there, we need to train an inquisitor, but I think what I'm going to do here... We train this impossible We train this apostle to spread religion to America, so we're going to use him for that. But we need an inquisitor next turn to clear out that European city of, looks like, remaining Spanish religion influence and stuff like that. So we'll keep an eye on that. Seaside Resort. Seaside Resorts, of course, are helping with that cultural supremacy that we already have. Definitely building up the American heartland here. Tons of farms. Very productive food-wise. Okay, this unit just arrived down to help with the invasion. That's very good. This builder... Let's send them down to Panamopolis to help with that area. I'm still amused that the city is called Panamopolis. Still thoroughly amused. Okay, moving into the next turn. And now that we have units positioned, we're probably going to declare war against Sumer. It should be pretty quick. This is going to be kind of embarrassing. Maybe I'll nuke, like, Mombasa or something, because I have a sub nearby, and I've got nukes. And I might even have a thermo nuke next episode. Alexander doesn't like me. Dude, you are the last person on the planet. Literally the last person on the planet needs to be trash-talking the Roman Empire right now. Look at you. These are your two cities. Hammerfest and Kovdor. And you're talking to this dude. Like, how dare you make me angry? You both should probably chill out. Just a humble suggestion. Oh, city-state of Jakarta here. Okay, turn's about to cycle, which means it is time to pay a visit to Sumeria once again. This is going to be pretty quick. Cass's Belly. Declare war of territorial expansion. Declare war. Now he's going to think about it for a second. Oh, Sumer. Sumer. I did click the button, right? There we go. Yeah, okay. Okay, Gyogi. Whatever you say. Yeah. You're not happy with me. Okay. Gotcha. You're the one dropping nukes everywhere, Gandhi. Or at least you will be at some point. Oh, interesting. That put me at war with Antananarivo and Auckland. Auckland I did not want to go to war with. That sucks. Alright, so they are... Tell you what, I can deal with them pretty readily. I'm not even worried about them. Never mind. Let's not even play around with that. Not a nuke, just a missile. Okay. Let's let this destroyer finish them off. It doesn't actually look like they're going to win this combat. It would have thought about it a lot more. Oh, wait, maybe it will. Yeah, they're not going to win it. The game lied to me. Again. Okay. Well, I thought I was going to win that, but... crap. In that case, let's go ahead and hit some of the other cities in the area. because we can. I have plenty of other things that I can do to damage. Alright, let's go ahead and get this jet fighter some experience at least. And then have this jet bomber hit Mombasa. This jet bomber hit Ur. And this jet bomber can hit... Actually, you know what? Let's get this infantry in range of Puerto. Which sounds like... Which sounds like Barry Kripke pronouncing the ancient Greek philosopher Plato. But let's get this unit in range. Oh no, he's actually not able to see it, surprisingly. Really? Okay, well now he can. Now let's actually hit that city. Now we can actually fire on them this turn. We can bring our... We might actually be able to take Puerto right now. I'm just going to keep cracking myself up now that I'm saying that. Until we rename it to Poitium. At which point I'll still be laughing. Oh my god. Alright, so I will grow up eventually. Let's see. No, I didn't want to talk to you. Go away. I do have the ability to hit other cities, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and bring this guy down. Yep. Future Tech is going to be our research. Future Civic is going to be our civic option. Mediolanum. You just finished the thermonuke, didn't you? Why don't you build another one, Mediolanum? So now we have a thermonuke we can use on, say, Gandhi, perhaps? Or anyone else that we want, for that matter. Because we're Rome and we bomb who we want, apparently. Alright, so let's see here. Yep, I can buy the temple. Now I should be able to buy the... Oh, this is not actually a member of my religion yet. So, hold that thought. We need an apostle, number one. We also need a missionary. And we need more than a missionary. And actually, you know what? I bet I can train 2 missionaries. I can. Perfect. It's not an apostle, but at least it can help spread the religion. I tend to default to apostles just because they're apostles, but that's not the only option. Let's do an aerodrome out here. Why the hell not? Be able to fly up to the northern reaches of the Empire. Build a mobile SAM in Caesarea and Orium because I have nothing else to do. I suppose. Builder in Nikongia. Because I cannot stop building builders, evidently. I mean, there's a lot of tiles to improve. I've said this over and over. It's a justified decision. Sedet, I do need to repair the outer defenses. Alright, they can't quite... Well, I can go ahead and have them attack the city and get some experience at least. At least they got that. Alright, so this jet bomber is where exactly? In Constantinopolis? If we rebase them, let's rebase them up to the Russian border. Oh, we have some citrus. In Chersonesus do we have citrus yet? Yeah, we have citrus. I'm almost positive we have citrus. Yes, citrus is the first resource we have. We have 11 of them, in fact. Of course we have citrus. Alright, so this rocket artillery army is also ready to join the fray. Very good. We're going to have lots of artillery bombarding Russia from all directions. It looks like Indian religious units are up to some shenanigans, which frustrates me. 5 builds. I'm gonna get you down to this city here. Other seaside resorts. Lots of tiles still to improve. Despite all the builders I've sent this way, there's still so much more work to do. Okay, 1 build left here. I don't think there's anything I can do in the area, though, that would be useful. Nope. Not really seeing anything. I mean, there's that tile near Leopolis, so I guess we'll go there. But let's go to the next turn so that we can continue our war against Sumer. See, this is why it's going to take a while in the war against Australia, which is why I'm kind of going back and forth on whether or not I want to go for the total victory. Again, you guys can let me know in the comments what your consensus is. If I feel like everyone wants to see the series carried to that extent, then I will do it. Okay, so the turn's definitely cycling. And when it's done, I think a number of Sumer cities are going to fall pretty quickly. I just wish I had more naval units in play. Because I could roll destroyers in and conquer all of these. I could build a couple of destroyers somewhere, I bet. I mean, any 1 destroyer I build, I'll get 2 automatically. So that's nice. We have a settler in Numantia. Is that a new settler that just finished being trained? How long have you been sitting there? How long has that settler been sitting in Numantia? Maybe they have... Hang on. When the turn comes back, they might have a movement path that I can see, but right now I can't. So it looks like they're just sitting there, and I've been ignoring them somehow. Okay, they got a movement path. That makes more sense. Jet fighter is promotable. Apostle can spread religion 2 extra times. Perfect. So let's also spread you that direction. Meanwhile, we definitely need an Inquisitor. Where are you, Inquisitor? There you are. We'll send them down to deal with that religious nonsense. To a stadium in Minsk. Looks like our amenity problems are getting better, finally. We could do an industrial zone in Numantia. Let's do another archaeological museum, just so I can get another archaeologist going. Okay. Now you should be able to take the city, so just do it. So Mtwara will fall pretty quickly, and I'm just going to burn that to the ground. This is a tiny city, it's not... Well, actually, they already have a... Nope, never mind. That's a campus for Puerto, so... Oh, goodness. Puerto. Alright. Bye-bye. Okay. Good night. Oh, interesting. Alright, so I want to hit Zumbo with my missile cruisers here, but looks like it's going to take a little bit of effort. Alright, I can hit Mombasa. me go ahead and take Ur. And then I might be able to roll down next turn and take Mombasa. I gave the attack order. It's just going to take us long. All right, we can also probably burn Ur to the ground, I would imagine. Let's just raise it. Yep, good night. Don't need it. Not a necessary thing. But we will take the larger cities here. Okay, let's go ahead and hit Mombasa. Followed by wreaking absolute havoc using our bombers. Alright, so this rocket artillery can probably fire on Sipar this turn because he's going to follow this road, and that will really help his movement. No, can't fire, oddly enough. Wonder why that is. But, importantly enough, that does bring Sipar in visual range. Okay, so this Destroyer Armada could come up and take Sipar, in fact. That would be the next best thing for it to do. So I'll give that order. It's going to take a few turns for it to get up there. That's fine. All right, Jet Bomber, we're going to keep you stationed there for a minute because I don't really need you. Let's see, I can probably purchase an observation balloon. Purchase a couple of observation balloons, in fact. Perfect, because we have a few artillery that need them. Technically, we can have artillery travel together, but I'd rather give my artillery the ability to move independently of one another as needed. Let's get these builders down this direction. Also, it's time for Puerto to fall. It never gets old. All right, let's let the helicopter army take care of it, because they need to level up. I want them to be stronger. And then with one more turn, I think we could... It might be 2 more turns. Zumbo is going to be a little bit more troublesome, I think. We'll wait for this attack order to go through and then see what our options are as far as moving through this territory. All right, let's keep the city. This is, we're going to call this, Poetium. Because I can't not at this point. It's too funny. And let's go ahead and move. Oh, cool. You can fire on Zumbo. I wasn't expecting that. I could potentially take Zumbo now. Hang on. This might work. Not quite, but next turn. Almost positive. Almost positive I should be able to take Zumbo. Wonderful. Okay, now Mombasa needs to fall, but that should happen with this mechanized infantry next turn. Let's go ahead and see what we can do elsewhere here. Okay, now I remember we needed to move a trader. Wait, this is a Mediolanum trader, though, so you need to keep trading. If we get a trader like... Yeah, see, these trade routes need to stay in place. I might be able to... I can train a new trader, though, right? It's Luivium that needs it. Nope. So I'm going to have to move a trader. So be it. We'll build those next turn. Those lumber yards, that is. Begin the route. And missionary. Excellent. You get up here to Glasgow. And let's start converting these other cities. Oh, we've actually got some Russian religious presence in the area. Didn't see that. I think that's the Russian religion in this particular playthrough. Let's check really quickly. Let us check. It's going to be up here. Yeah, Russia. That explains it. Oh, wait. Okay, and I think we're nearing the final units here that we can do anything with. Let's see, that is definitely in Sadat territory, so we'll work on that. Yep, improve the citrus. What's funny is that Gilgamesh can't even do anything in response to me at the moment. He's just completely impotent to fight back, which I find thoroughly amusing. Now, we've improved every possible tile that we can in the heartland of the Empire. There's still some tiles down in the more recently captured territory that we can take, but I will go ahead and stop this episode here. In the next one, we are going to finish our war with Sumer, most likely, and probably turn our attention towards Russia. And do some... I mean, we have some airports in place, I think, that should allow us to transport our units pretty rapidly up to the Russian front. So we are looking at a pretty rapid war with Russia. And then it's a matter of thinking about whether or not we want to go for that conquest victory. And you guys can let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below and in the comments on yesterday's episode, whatever you guys have already been talking about. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. See, that's the way that I talk when I record multiple episodes at once and I haven't had a chance to read comments on the previous episode yet. I'm just like, whatever you guys are going to eventually say. Comments are always welcome. New episodes are coming out every day at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Let me know what you think. I'm mixing up my end episode commentary like crazy. I'll see you next time.